and never on time, but then how many women ever are? So you're going to have to bear with me a second while I just get it up on the iPad. That's a problem when you're away and everything had to get unpacked and put back together, so I can't see the comments just for the minute. There we go. I'm now sorted. I hope everyone is keeping well this evening. As you can see, it's very warm in here at the moment, so we shall see how it goes, and I will be drinking more than usual. But we are continuing with our mainline booking haul. So on the last one, we had started with a platform. So we are going to start by finishing off just the supports for it. Those are something that I hadn't got to do. But for once I actually have them here and ready. So, Tim Young, hello lovely, I hope you're keeping well. Not too hot wherever you are. At the moment in the shed, it is 25 degrees. So it is quite warm, as that will show you. Yeah, it's been a little bit warm, hasn't it? So, I don't think for now we need any kind of additional lighting. But if you guys notice it starts to go, then obviously let me know and we can get the light on. One thing I have noticed, because everything got put away, is I just need to have like a little foam thing for my units, just to level that out. As I said, it's because I was away, I literally packed everything away, so I just need to even it back out so it doesn't move on us. Oldie Mayhart, hi. Brian Talmer, evening, I'm a new guy. Oh, well, a very welcome to our channel. I do notice Oldie Mayhot as well. You look to be a new name as well. I apologise if you're not, so if you are both new, very good evening. I hope you've enjoyed videos, and or if this is your first time completely, everywhere we've got up to is on our channel, so it should be there. And I need to find a home for this, really, because I don't think it's going to work there, so I will get a home van for that at some point. For now, the good old toilet roll can hold it, I think. Although it is a little bit fast, so don't panic too much if you look at it and think, oh, is that the time already? It's a few minutes fast. Paul Woods, very good evening, lovely. And yes, I did have a good time, thank you. Glad to be back, but I do miss them. And on that, I've seen they're both tuning in actually and watching. Gavin Fry, first time live watch. Enjoy your channel and your products. Keep it going. Well, thank you for tuning in as well. We've got a couple that are new to the lives tonight, so very big welcome. It's lovely to see you watching our videos and getting the chance to join live. Jerry, very good evening. Adrian, Paul, I've already said good evening to you, haven't I? Bro Noun, hiya. Tim, very good evening. And obviously Mum and Dad, you've already said you're watching, so we've got quite a few in, which is lovely to see. So yeah, as I said, the last two that we've done have been very bigly chat, which isn't a bad thing. It's just meant things are going at a slower pace. But we have said before that the lives are more, you know, the social aspect as well. Not just about getting the kits made and that's it. You know, it's a very big social on here as well for everyone. And that's what we love. I believe others love about it as well. And Dave Swindon, very good evening, lovely as well. Tim, yes, I'm making more of that station build. It's come on before it's gone over, so that might be why. Odie Mayhot, how would you convert a photo to a scale for printing? Odie, we've not actually got that far yet, but the great community that is on here, I'm sure someone on here would be able to help you. As I said, but it's a brilliant community on here, always help others, so I'm sure if anybody on here has the knowledge today with converting photos to a scale for printing, we've got a new joiner today. Odie is looking for that, so if anybody would like to share their knowledge, and as we get more people in, I can ask as well. Harris, very good evening, lovely. I won't even try to pronounce that because I'm rubbish at reading Welsh. Tim, the corrects board got delivered today. I got a way that I really need, but it's perfect for making a retaining wall. Yes, it's brilliant, isn't it? We've just found it. It's worked absolutely amazing for us, so I'm glad that it's helped you as well. So, Odie, Brian and Gavin as well. If you didn't know, for questions as well out of the lives, there is a Facebook page if you're on Facebook, Finniton Central. That is one of our viewers on here as well. He's got his own Facebook page, but a lot of the community that are on here are also on there. So to be honest, if you don't always get an answer on here, if you join the Facebook group, always answer the questions. Brian does this to avoid spammers, but you might get answers on there as well because it can get quite busy. But as I said, if anybody can help with that one tonight. So again, it's converting a photo to a scale for printing. If anybody else would like to help, because I've got an idea, but probably not as good. Andy, very good evening, lovely. Oswestry Road. Hi Grace, hope you're well. From Devon. I'm very good, thank you. So I'm not sure if Rob's going to be on the chat, guys, after the internet last time. We're playing it a bit safer at the moment. So what I'm doing here is getting my triangular supports for inside this platform. As I said, if it's not light enough as the time goes on, just let me know, guys, and I can get my light on. But I hope everyone is keeping well. Oswald Street, not a problem, lovely. It's appreciated when you do pop in, so I will know though if if I'm saying something to you and I don't get an answer, it's probably that you're out, so I will make sure to repeat if there is anything. Hope you're having something nice for tea. Closer and adjust the angle. There we go, that's probably a bit better for you guys. So, right, so we're going some spacer. So we got that all sorted on live. So So these ones, you'll notice you've got 3 the same and 1 shorter. I believe this shorter one is used as your little tab to hold it all together. So you've got your support here, and then that one will bend over to give you the full support. It's quite simple, that one, which for me is amazing feat. Gavin, thank you for your knowledge. So Odie, Gavin has actually put a comment on. If you've got access to the comments, you can alter image size on most simple drawing programs on PC, Mac. You can alter the size of the image, setting it to the size you want. E.g. 1 by 3 centimetre and print on decent photo or normal paper. Thank you for that, Gavin. That's what I mean. It's a brilliant community and everyone does help each other, which is lovely. So it's not just us that's got the help and knowledge from you guys. Everyone is sharing around. I hope everyone's had a good week and a bit. How are people getting on with their layouts? Or has it been a bit too hot for people at the moment? Just bear with me, for some reason my PVA just keeps pouring glue out. Aaron, very good evening, lovely. Hope you're keeping well. Track buckling hit in the loft. Oh dear, not good. Andy, a little sweltering. Well, it's 25 degrees in here at the moment. Considering what I've had down south, I think that's probably why I'm coping a little bit better than Rob at the moment. But I have got drink here, and if it does get too much, then I know you guys will forgive me in heading off earlier. It's not worth getting a migraine or anything for, as I know you guys will appreciate. One thing I did forget to do was shape my rocket guard globe. Just out of practice. That's what you do when you don't do anything for a week and a bit. Convert shed to a sauna, yeah. Oh, Dad, you've got it a little bit cooler here. But what is it inside? So that's 25 degrees in the shed. I'm not sure what it even is here, actually. It was a bit of a funny start to the day, and then as soon as the sun came out, it boiled. It seems like the heat is affecting the glue, because even the glue's just wanting to go everywhere. So I don't think my glue is coping very well with the heat either. I do like that idea, convert it to a sauna. Paul, you've got a USB fan keeping you cool. Swedish style rail shed, I like that. Jerry, wow. It's cooled down to 27 in your shed. What is it, a metal one? Yes, thank you. Still building my outhouse. So, oh, what was it? So, no layout yet. I'm enjoying watching you and Rob do yours. Well, Aaron, we look forward to when you start with yours. Dad's or Mum, I'm not sure, is commenting 25 outside, 18 inside. Unless you mean the other way around. Brian, yeah, I've forgot to do it, so, but I just remembered to put the lid on for now. The only water I've got in here is for me. And Odie, wish you the best of luck. And as I said, if you are on Facebook, definitely pop over to Finniston's page, because if you get any issues, people will give you a hand on there out of the lives as well. So what we've got to do here with the supports is they're just triangular supports here. So I've got to go ahead and get the rest of these built up and glued. Jerry, my shed faces west, so it's kind of a sun track. Colin, what's that? $9.99. What's that? Have you... I'm not sure if it's a subscribe or super chat, whatever that is. Buy your own super chat, I'm assuming that. Well, Colin, thank you very much, lovely. It is appreciated. Have I seen you on here before? On this, I'm not sure what that's... I don't want to miss what it is. Yeah, super chat. I've never actually seen it before, so thank you very much. I think it's Colin, unless it's... because I've never actually seen it before, so thank you very much. Aaron, I'm putting in 100mm PR insulation. Hopefully we'll keep the heat out as well. Fingers crossed. But Gavin as well, thank you for giving me a hand in that. I don't have a clue, but it is truly appreciated, so thank you very much. And I've noticed we've got new features, like you can heart it, and I don't know if that does anything for the algorithm or anything. We're still getting to know it, but it's truly appreciated, guys. And whatever we do get from this, from our Patreon, from our memberships on here, it all goes towards our layout. You know, I know some would probably do, oh, towards a car or whatever, but nah. I don't think we're ever going to get like that. But it does enable us to, you know, put towards extra things. So, Colin, thank you very, very much. I'll put it towards some kit, we sure will. Possibly with our static grass machine. That will buy us a few bags of grass, I'm sure. And with the size of our layout, we're probably going to need quite a few bags. So thank you very much. I will let Rob know whenever he's, as I said, he's not able to watch at the moment because the internet is not the best out in the shed. So as I said, guys, this is the boring bit, just putting together all the supports. Just basically into a triangle. Colin, have you been on the lives before, or as a silent watcher, as they say? Tim, does anyone know the loco that's mimicking repairing track in 00 gauge? It's on North Western Railways. Video from a visit to Crewe Railway exhibition. Oh, Tim, Jason at Barnabas might. He seemed to be the one telling Rob a lot while he was there, I believe. So if he joins in tonight, unless somebody else knows, I can try and ask him as well, or kind of ask you to repeat the question. But as I said, it's everyone's more knowledgeable than me. Mystic, very good evening, lovely. We're okay. Rob's kind of... he's not here at the moment, just with the internet last time. We are playing it a bit safer. So he's not watching. He might nip in every now and then. But it's lovely to see old and new watchers today. So, as I said, these supports are going at a right angle. So just sitting right up against the edge here. And then I believe right up against this edge here. So that will just give you that extra support. Colin, you've been following the channel, but this is the first time I've seen your channel live. Well, thank you so much, Colin, for tuning in. As I said, we appreciate it. And, you know, we do know not as many people get to catch the lives. We know some catch it after the fact. So your donation is very much appreciated, lovely. So I'm just going to get these. They're not flush as such, but again, it's just purely support, isn't it? But the one thing it does say is holding it up against that front wall just to keep it rigid. So I'm just going to get this glued up. Now, I don't know how quick or not this rocket glue is going to dry in this heat. Probably quite quickly, I would imagine. Again, I just want to make sure that important thing of making sure that its bottom end is right up against that edge. But at the same time, I'm going to be pushing down because I don't want to level the actual platform itself. So that is our first one done. Odie, I've seen it, but today for the first time using text. Oh, well, that's not a problem. We do appreciate we have some viewers that are silent, you know, not everybody has to comment. So we do also appreciate our, I think best term for it, isn't it, is going to be silent watchers. So that is appreciated as well. So thank you for chatting with us tonight. Dropping that. So we're just going to clamp these as well, just to make sure they stay up against that wall. Rocket glue is very quick in drying. However, that just gives it that extra. Pete, Delph, hi lovely, hope you're keeping all right. It was a nice week with the family for sure. I'm glad to be back in the train room, of course. Andy, went to do a video yesterday. There was a blinding flash and a boom of thunder. Pardon me, and I cleared out a shed toot sweet. I'm guessing, is it a metal shed by any chance, Andy? Tim, did you or Rob spend a lot at the Traders, Grace? I wasn't actually there, unfortunately. I was away down at my folks, so I got to miss it. I was absolutely gutted when we realised that it was this weekend, just gone. So it was Rob and John that actually went to this one. We are hoping for me to go to the one in Llandudno. That's the plan anyway, but as I say, plans, and you guys know what we're like with our plans, so at the moment the plan is there to go, so now just watch. I have noticed when I push these up against the wall, it does lift slightly, so just make sure when you're doing this that you do push them down, otherwise you're going to get a bit of an uneven platform. So let's do that one there. So yeah, Pete, I've seen you coming in. Oh, Gavin, thank you very much. So brilliant. We've had a brilliant one already tonight. We've got a new Patreon. as well. Obviously, I won't see that. Rob might come in a minute. So, Gavin, welcome to our Patreon. Thank you very much. And we've also had a donation tonight on the live from Colin. So, thank you very much, guys. It's truly, truly appreciated. So, honestly, these kits are a hobby in its own right. Just, has anybody bought any buildings for upcycling? Oh, I've noticed actually on the Facebook page of theirs, a lot of people just do them for dioramas, don't they? And, Captain Static, very good evening. I've gone blank on your actual name. I'll try and get yours tonight. Metal wood, when 1.2 gigawatts hit you, you don't get time to bend and kiss goodbye. I like that, Andy. Pete, yes, I did enjoy the hug, lovely. Rob did say to me. Raymond Legs, very good evening. I'm not sure if you've been in earlier on or you've sneaked in now. It is a lot of reinforcement, but to be honest, these kits tend to stand the test of time, as they say. So, to be honest, I find, you know, the fact that they've done this and there's a lot of supports really do make them quite solid, especially being that they're cardboard kits. Tut tut, it's Mark. I'm getting there one of these days. You know what I'm like. I know you was Captain Static anyway. Tim, if you've been to Stafford Station, Graceful platforms are uneven, so wouldn't look out of place. Fair enough, Tim. Raymond, I have a few N-scale card kits from the 70s made by Builders Plus. Oh, wow. I bet you probably noticed difference there. But I am going to get Rob down here, to be honest, because I think he needs to know about our new patron and our donation tonight. As I said, seeing as he's not actually able to watch. Alexa, drop into Rob's bedroom.
Okay, dropping in.
I love these Alexas. Oh, okay. It was dropping in, but it doesn't seem like it wants to. Alexa, drop into Rob's bedroom.
Okay, dropping in.
No, it doesn't want to play ball, which means the Alexa needs a restart. Anybody else find with theirs they need to occasionally give it a kick up the behind? Or is it just us? Unless it's just her way of saying she can't cope with the heat. Well, hopefully Rob will pop out here at some point. I'm just going to get this attached and then actually give the Alexa a restart, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see, every time I clip that down, it does lift a bit. This one's actually lifting quite considerably. A great challenge and good for kit patching. Oh, there's certainly a challenge. If it wasn't for others on here, I'd still be doing the wrong way round to the tunnel entrance. Alexa, set the house alight. Yeah, probably would. No, it does sometimes get its knickers in a twist. Glad it's not just me. I don't know, I don't have one. Oh, Tim, they're brilliant. Even control your lights. Now, that'll be when Alexa tells you to off. Well, I'm surprised it doesn't. Especially the language Mum says to it sometimes. Not as well off as you, Grace, can't afford Alexa. Oh, Pete, I'm sorry, lovely. Jerry wouldn't have one if you paid him, though. As I said, we were quite lucky we got these, well, when we were working all the ridiculous hours. But, as it shows, money is not everything. There we go. Let's give that a restart and see if I can get him down here. That's the only thing, because he's not on the chat. He wouldn't have known. So. Rob's like, oh, have you sent him a text? Oh, my mum and my dad, I think, has actually sent Rob a text. So that's handy. As long as they stay on for the rest of the evening, I can call him up and down when I want. So I will let him know when he gets down here. If you're looking for a love, get a dog. Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. There we go.
I ain't got glasses with me.
So, no, I'll read it to you. He hasn't got his glasses. So tonight, I'm just filling Rob in, guys.
How's everybody?
We've got a few new that are part of the channel, but they've never been able to catch a live. So we've got
nice one.
Odie, Brian, and Gavin.
Yeah, I saw that right at the start.
Brian did message us on the Facebook. And then Colin as well is another one who's been following our channel, but first time seeing me live, has donated us.
Oh, nice one. Thank you very much, Colin.
It came up and I had no idea. I didn't even realise it did that. So he said, put it towards some kits.
Yeah, we always
good
do.
work.
Always do.
I said to him, I'll probably go on static grass.
Yeah.
And then we also have a new Patreon.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Name?
Gavin has also, where did he put it? Where did he? Oh yeah, Gavin just popped over to Patreon and subscribed. You deserve it.
Thank you very much, Gavin. Much appreciated, my friend.
So.
But yeah, any question to anybody, everything is going back into the layout. That's more people towards the 4,000 subscribers pro then.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And these donations and that do also, and more patrons, mean that hopefully we should be able to sort of giveaway soon as well for the patrons and members as well.
Yes. Aside from the gimbal, you mean?
Yes, that's another thing for people new to us. We were filming with an older gimbal. If you've watched our lives behind, off the live, we will be giving away. It was Jerry's idea. I think it was Jerry, wasn't it you, when we hit 4,000 subscribers? We're going to play it fair in that, you know, we're not going to say everybody just subscribe to us just to get it. We will be keeping an eye on the names and everything, because obviously we know who regularly message us, regularly tunes into the lives, comments and things.
Suggestions.
Yeah, and suggestions. So obviously it will be fair in that you guys that have always been part of the journey will be in the draw, but we're not going to have those people that aren't even interested in trains and purely, you know, purely joining to get that lot, you know, that free thing. So it will be fair in that. Obviously, we only usually do giveaways for patrons and members, of which we're hopefully going to sort one out soon. But because it's a second-hand item, we actually asked them and everyone was quite happy for us to be a giveaway for everybody, because for patrons and members, giveaway will be something brand new. So, oh, it's warm. So now I've given these a few minutes just to stick.
Yeah, just make people understand that I can't watch it because it...
No, I've already said that's what it is. I think why Mum's called you, Rob, is because I tried to Alexa you and she wasn't having it, so I've reset her.
No, I tried earlier on from the house to the shed, but it wouldn't work.
I've reset it, so... Pete, I hate trains. Right, Pete,
No.
Does that mean you don't want to be in our giveaway?
No, don't you pick on... Pete, I've told you, he's good people. Leave Pete alone.
So... I want one, but wifey doesn't, which means I don't want one either. Funny how that works.
There is one reason Pete isn't good people's.
Why?
Asking the driver to play with his horn.
Oh, yes. Yes, that coming as well. But we did get his hug. You did give him a hug from me, so he redeemed himself. So as you can see, guys that are new, there's not always a kit building as such, but it is this huge social thing. So, as Paul said, you can always turn the mic off. Yes, there is a button for that. Have you got the Metcalfe pub yet, Grace? Pete, is that the one that people are turning into a watermill? I'm not sure. I have 2 new kits that were bought for me when Rob and John went to the cruise show. But I think we're going to stick to it being like a little surprise kind of thing for the start of new ones. Does it have to be your layout, Rob? I'll go around with my poor hat. Aren't you supposed to have a little sign as well? We do want to try and give away, obviously, as I said, patrons and members. We want to do that as a little thank you. But things that we won't be using secondhand, we will be doing as giveaways for everyone. But the giveaway of new things, like whatever we come up with, is obviously just as a little thank you for those supporting us. But you never know, Andy. I'll have a word with him. I think he's getting my washing in, bless him. Andy turned around and said...
and hot dog.
Yeah. Does it have to be your layout, Rob? I'll go round with my poor hat. When you said about putting it towards the layout. Putting it towards our layout, the money in. Wait. I've just read Raymond's.
What?
A lot of unwilling porn stars created that way, I bet. Wait, what are we going on about here?
Excuse me, it's only OnlyFans here.
Yeah, Rob's the OnlyFans one.
We have a certain class. It's got to be OnlyFans, not Pornhub.
Delph always told the truth, Grace. Yeah, I get that.
Are you done with me now?
Well, unless anybody else donates or becomes a patron, then yeah, right, I'm done with you for now. So, as I said, guys, you know, we do appreciate not everyone, you know, can afford to or just don't want to. You know, it's not about that as such. We do appreciate comments to that as well for those who don't. But we do appreciate the donations as well. It does enable us to get on a bit further with the layout than we probably would even be by now. So, saw an interview with Zuckerberg one time. Even he had masking tape on his laptop camera, and he should know. Yeah, I've always done that. I love trains, especially steam trains. Mark, I do love the steam. You say, oh, gorgeous, aren't they? I think the trap machine that was asked earlier in... Gavin has answered the trap machine one. See, this is what I mean. It's brilliant on here, the chat, guys. It really does help everyone out. Well built pub in George, built to build. Oh, I'll take a look into that, Delph. But as I said, I kind of have 2 new kits here to build. One of which I was after. I was kind of persuading Rob that we needed it. Choberton, very good evening, lovely. So, yeah, I will get back to a bit more kit building now I've caught up with the comments. So... That's my one bad habit in there. Not that I'm a chatterbox at all, guys. So the next part now, we've built up our support, and it is brilliant. It just means that if you want to put a couple of things on it, you don't have to worry about the weight, and you know, even it will hopefully last a bit longer as well. So let's start with see if it rear of the platform tight up against the building, so the overhand part is sitting right. So this is, there we go. So the question is, I've got the tabs there. So this will fit just into place. You do have your tabs, your fixing tabs. So if someone like me can figure it out, then everyone else will be absolutely fine. So we're just going to get this attached now. Sure, unlike me, you don't do it at an angle. So obviously you've got this, you know, you've got this fit into place, and it will fit underneath here, and let's see, that's up against here. So that's how you know. So again, I am going to give this a clip because of the clock tower, which actually is a part of everyone. For those again who are new, we had this with everyone on the previous live. I was debating which colour, you can't actually see that, can you? I was debating which clock to go for, and it kind of, everybody was saying this yellow one. Someone also mentioned Beatles and the yellow submarine, and I kind of thought, well, you know what, we spent a lot of time in Liverpool, it was our second home, and a part of our viewers are in here, so it's kind of a nod to you guys as well. Our viewers feature on our layouts. Yeah, that's what I think, Jerry. It's already quite solid, so when it's all together, you don't have to worry. Yeah, that's true, Gavin. It's always nice when you bring two pieces together and they fit. Worry over. Mark, I've just had a 4-day train lads meet up with Alan from Buckland and Mark from Harrold down. Video and photos to follow soon on my channel. Oh, look forward to that one. That will be a good one. So anybody else checks out, if you know Stanover Railway, Model Railway, Alan from Buckland and Mark from Harrold down. They've apparently had 4 days together, what they've got up to. And as Andy said, hope you didn't rough up the locals. So it seems like quite a few people have had good times at the minute. So I think the only thing I have done, I've noticed, is I've not put it but to the top. Totally scale models. I think you appeared in our last one, didn't you, lovey? Or you've commented on our videos. I do recognise your name. Still some flickering LED. Stick some flickering LEDs in that building. We actually have an LED in here hidden away. We've already stuck one on. We're not going to do both. We just thought that would be a bit too much. So we do have lights, and as I'm going along, I am installing some lights. Now that Rob, although I think Rob needs to make me some more again. It's surprising how quick you go through them, isn't it? When you are building like that. So just bear with me, guys. I have got this slightly wrong. It was not as push far back as it should be. So I've got the knife out, so pray for me now. See, this is luckily a part that while I'm taking apart, you can't actually see it. So even if I'm getting some of the underside, which we all know sometimes it's a pain when you need to, at least it means it will not be seen. So there we are. I'm going to have to give that a little fix. Same as that's happened, I've had a window pop out. Are they bright? Well, this is the thing we noticed with Rob, that they were quite bright, so we are going to be painting them. Are you going to build all the buildings that make up the station? Now, Tim, that would be giving away what kits I've got. So I'm going to neither confirm nor deny. I don't know if we'd get all of them. Because now we've got to concentrate. We've realised we still need more buildings after that last episode. You saw us putting them all out. We have actually realised that we need quite a few more. So because we've already got, you know, the station and that might be an add-on in the future. But for now, we've just got this one. But you never know, as time goes on, that may change. That's a great thing as well. What I love about these kits, it just seems it's very easy to attach a new bit. Got to find time before Christmas for the castle, Grace. Why before Christmas? It's whether we can fit it anyway. As I see, everyone's there talking about different scales. As I said, everyone helping others. I believe there's a small difference with HO and that, but not too much of a difference. That's why some of the things you get are actually kind of kitted as 00 and HO. So we're just going to give this a tidy up so it actually fits on straight. Because would it be me if one thing didn't go wrong at least? Tamiya orange. I've got orange PVA in here that we can add on. Was that your suggestion before, actually, I think? And Rob did it while I was away. Thank heaven I got that right, Jerry. I could have been poor and stupid. Oh, dear. Oh, that's interesting. A 6-foot door in 00 would be 24mm high, but only 21 high in HO. Oh, I thought it was the other way round. That's a school day for me. I always assumed that HO was the bigger of a scale. This is why I don't answer these questions. So there we go. I'm going to glue these again and make sure that I get it actually butt up against each other. So if I do it from here, I'm going to add a dash of glue here so I know for sure that it is in the right place. Already done, Rob, so Pete, just remember that comment. You might get what I mean at some point. I don't want to give it away, but you might chuckle even more with what you said to Rob. There we go. So that is pushed completely against it now. So we have no gaps at the back. And that is where it needs to be. And then I've added a touch of glue at these pillars as well. On their own, you might not notice the difference, but side of the side it would look off. So Jerry, basically if you had a HO kind of scale railway, but your bits that you'd use were 00, you wouldn't notice, but don't put them next to each other, basically. No, I didn't, because I didn't, Rob, because obviously you'd put it in the video, so I wasn't sure about mentioning it, to be honest with you. So as you can see, guys, that's now completely together, and that is just so solid, and that is what we need. So that is our platform at the back done. And I think I actually saw somebody had mentioned these clips earlier. I do apologise. These clips I got from our local stir mat we've got up here. They're actually clips for, you know, your bags in your kitchen, but they've worked brilliantly, I find, for Metcalfe kits. So bags for your Oh, what, they're food bags. That's what it is. So, Rob, I've gone blank on name. I've gone really... Adrian, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Who he's not tuning in, is he? Unfortunately. But yes, we had another donation today. So I've actually seen Jerry. Was it Jerry? Oh, someone mentioned grass. Oh, Pete. I'm confused now. Grass. Yes, we actually have a static grass machine. Adrian, or as he likes, Aid, has sent us a static grass machine along with a few other goodies. So thank you very much, Aid. Rob's actually made a valid point saying it tonight, because this is obviously out tonight rather than the next episode. So Aid, if you are on and I've missed you, or you catch up with this later, thank you so much, lovely. It's truly appreciated. So, use clothesline pegs to help me clamp stuff. Gavin, yeah, that's another one. At least you've not been swearing. Oh, yeah, of course, it's me that does all the swearing, Pete. I go, Rob just forgets. So, Tim the Surf, very good evening, lovely. Tim, where are you going to put the fat controller, Grace? Well, Tim, I could answer that in a way that Rob will want to kill me. Or I could say that it's going to be a little model. Which one was it? Oh, of course, you know Captain Static. I'm not actually sure on the make, to be honest, lovely. I'm not sure if it is... Shush, don't mention it. Ah, yes! DCC. I will swear, because Pete's already said I wasn't swearing, so I've got to get it in at least once. Stand over. If I figure it out, Mark, I will let you know, lovely. Yeah, Tim's just laughing there, so. Oh, that's what we care about, guys, making you laugh, so. So the next thing we do actually need is finally put these buildings together. That's something we hadn't done because we hadn't figured out on lighting. So, kind of back. Wonder where Mr. Finn is tonight. That's true. He's not in, is he? And who is it that's always been turning up late? Flymo's always been turning up last minute, isn't he? He's another one that's usually catches it just as I'm about to end it. So yes, we are kind of going to take a step back for now, guys. It's been a while since we've done it. So we're taking a step back to the figure 2, really, the inner floors. We kind of left the sides of the buildings. We hadn't decided on lighting. We've got our building A and building B. They just fit together quite nicely, but there is a support. Mr. Finn features in a future video coming this weekend. Oh, I'll take a look for it then, Timber. Yeah, he sometimes is. That's the thing. I know some people as well do actually tune into the lives. They just, you know, they're just pottering around doing other bits. So it's not having a go. You know, we do appreciate everyone that watches and know some people it's as they're doing things. We know even John sometimes tunes in as he's working on his. Aaron Myers is so bad, can't tell the difference between 00 and HO. I'm thinking building some 172 FX models to go with my future 00. Would that seem out of place? If you're putting it up in the sky, I wouldn't imagine so. Because I tend to put 00 and HO kind of the same, obviously, as others have said tonight, unless they're side by side. Met Brian this weekend, finally. Timber, was that was over at the other show, wasn't it, in Shrewsbury? Marin, very good evening, lovely. You only show yourself to a select few, right? I'm honoured. I got my picture then. Secret to mixing gauges is if they go into class, I think. You put the smaller scale at the back, creates perspective. That's a very good tip, actually, Gavin. I like that. Clash. That's a really good tip. Aaron should be okay as long as they're not right beside each other. Only then the difference becomes more obvious. Peter Norris, very good evening, lovely. I all just come in from a garden, been busy out there today. Do enjoy your live sessions when I tune in. Oh, it's lovely to see you catching in, Peter. Hope you're not too sunburnt. Timber, I've done 4 shows in 8 days. Wow. Travel well. One thing I have noticed on my lives, that if people want to do, I've noticed that everyone tends to like it. But there is now a bar down at the bottom with a heart or a different emoji. I don't know if this is to help the algorithm, but if people want to give it a press a couple of times, and we'll see if it does anything or if it doesn't. So if anybody wants to go ahead and press them a couple of times, feel free to. So as I said, we're kind of going back to one of the earliest steps. So mark 5 on the grey sheet. The reason that I'm going back now is we do need them for the next step moving forward. So which one was that? The first 3 and 4. Yeah, we've got 3 in this one, right? So this you've actually got 3 for each. Yes, it's a nuisance. Oh, fair enough, Andy. Either way, just smash the like button once. Yep, that's appreciated. As I said, I don't know if it's a new feature thing they've introduced. I have noticed occasionally on our lives we get it. I don't know if it does anything for the algorithm, however. I've actually seen a couple come up now, so a heart thing doesn't do anything other than get away and fireworks off at random. Who reads the instructions? Well, I don't. It's everyone else that helps me out. Timber, it's 5 years bad luck if you watch it live and don't like it. We had it for the last month, but thankfully it's gone again. What was that, Jerry? Is that those heart things? Oops, that's me and the doo-doo then. Oh dear. So anyway, I'm gas bagging again, guys. How'd you cope? Oh, did I confuse you, Pete? And Jerry, yeah. This is how much notice I take. I do think we've got more in watching each time, which is brilliant. So it is lovely to see that obviously the lives people enjoy. That is always appreciated. 5. I'll switch all of these, right. Right, Rob, I need you to decide, as you're obviously watching, if you want any lights in either side of the buildings for a ladies' room and the... Oh, we could put it in the waiting room, actually. I know we said maybe about not upstairs, but the waiting room could maybe do with a lighting. I can get that from the bottom. So... 10 years bad luck if you spill super glue on the new carpet, constantly reminded by the other half. Oops, Gavin, that's not good. David Hinks, very good evening. It is blooming hot. It's gone down a degree in the shed now. It was 25, it's 24 now, so it's getting cooler. Just ducking in for a moment and a sip of my G&T. We'll have to pop out soon. Anyone got their accurate scale? Siphon G, mine's epic. Brian Finnerton, very good evening, lovely. Brian, we've got quite a few new people in here tonight. I have mentioned your Facebook page. If you wouldn't mind attaching a link so people can access it. For those of you that are new, this is Brian, who is Finnerton Central. He's the one that's created this Facebook group. And a lot of the community on here are on that page. So if you ever need help outside of lives like mine, Jason at Barnabas's, and everyone else that goes live, feel free to post on the Facebook.
Oh yeah, telling people to share their links again.
Timber's actually done it. And yes, Choberton, how's your page going, lovely? Because we do want to try and post links. So if people are actively posting as well on their YouTube, just put your link on there. Brian, thanks for adding that, lovely, as well.
Yeah, we do encourage people to share their own YouTube in here. If they share the link, one of our moderators will happily make it a clickable one.
You can keep an eye on there on this while I'm building now.
What's this about lights in the toilet?
No, I've got to make these buildings now because of the next stage on this, because you're attaching it to the platform. And obviously we hadn't thought about which buildings. So you've got the two bottom buildings. We said we're not going to bother with the top. You've got the ladies' room and the waiting room. Are we lighting both of them up because you think the toilet would be lit up and the waiting room? Or...
Yeah, go for it. You've got enough lights, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm just onto the thicker ones.
Yeah, you need to paint them yellow, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw that video the other day, but for all of those of you that suggested painting the LEDs, I lit Grace's church up, connected it to the wiring, and it was too harsh. So I actually painted the LEDs in one of Grace's acrylic yellows, and by God did it make a difference. It was an absolutely cracking suggestion.
I can't remember if it had gone out yet, so that's why I was being a bit coy with it, to be honest. It's first time ever we're really so far ahead of ourselves with videos, isn't it?
Timber, drop a link to it if you want, buddy. Don't mind in the slightest. We wouldn't be here without the likes of yourself, and we certainly wouldn't be here without Jason giving us a shout, so...
But Brian, yes, your ears were burning and we were talking about you. What works, Andy? Sorry. Me gas bagging on me. It's like summoning a spirit. Oh, do you mean talking about Brian? Gavin, Grace giving orders. Yeah, that's always the way because I'm the boss. Yeah. Well, you know on the lives you haven't got a chance because everybody is going to back me up. Well, 99%.
Yeah.
Most are on my side.
Pete ain't.
Pete is and then he isn't. The same with Brian. They both like to kind of play even.
No.
One day they're on my side, one day they're on yours. Andy's always going to help me build the patio when it comes, so...
Yeah, we're not like some of them. We really don't mind people dropping their links. We do, you know, Jason showed us that. We do like to promote.
Yeah, and Timber Surf. So I have a Facebook group for my 3D printing, a webpage full of useful tips, and a rubbish YouTube channel. I doubt it, but if you want to add your link there, Timber, or you already have done, haven't you?
Timber.
So if anybody's into the 3D printing, so if anybody's listening and not looking at the comments...
He's on the fence.
But yeah, if anybody that's also watching but not seeing the comments, if you're into your 3D printing just starting out, one of our subscribers, Timber Surf, has added a link for a website that he uses, and he's got a Facebook group as well.
He runs it.
No, a useful website, especially for beginners. That's a website. He's got his Facebook group as well.
That's his Facebook group, but the website's also his.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I've actually been on there. It's pretty good.
Oh, to be honest, I didn't know that. I apologise. Grace has been almost good tonight, Brian. Only said the DCT word once. I have to say it now. Brian's coming, let's be honest. Especially when he said he's on the fence. Mark, Captain Static, would one of the mods kindly be able to share the links to my channel and Facebook page at all, please? I only ask it as I'm trying to do 3 things at once here. So if one of our admins could share Stanovers, Captain Statics, please. We only watch it for you, Grace, of course. That's Gavin's comment. Huh? Oh, yeah. But he's kind of busy at the moment. Brian, not Brian, Mark, Captain Static, Rob's going to add you as an admin for future as well. So
if that's okay.
If that's okay with you, so then future lives you can pop your links on there.
I can remember how to do it.
Try not to drop your guts, so no, nobody wants that. But yeah, Brian, you're on the fence, so
you leave Brian alone. Brian's good people.
Tim said that core explored is really good. I got way more than I needed. He had said earlier on. Sorry if I missed anyone, but hello from Brian. Tim saying hello to others as well. I don't do face ache, so can help there, Mark. So you can't help there, Jerry? Is that what you meant? Grace, naughty step. I'm always on my naughty step, but what am I going to do when I have no room on my naughty step? Can this become my naughty step? And then it means if I'm misbehaving on my lives, it doesn't matter because I'm on the naughty step.
It's not a step, it's a stall.
Well, it can become a... Oh, so the layout is not... That's not a step either, but that's the naughty step.
You have to step up to it.
I do have to step... I have to step up to this stool because I'm so short. Yes?
How the hell... I'm allowed to say hell, aren't I?
You only put it on so Time can hear me. That's what my dad or mum said. Oh, my baby girl Time. I wonder how she's reacting hearing me.
I could hear your voice on the Alexa upstairs.
On the Alexa
Yeah,
upstairs?
because your mum was watching it when she called me.
Oh, was Time crying?
I don't know.
Oh, bless her. I love you, baby girl. Love you. That's the dog, guys. That's why I'm talking like baby talk. It seems I'm recognisably instantly when I talk in person. Well, you are now.
I'm going to have to do it on the computer.
Okay. Why don't you bring it down, or are you?
No.
Okay.
No, I've been just sorting out, gabbing on the video credits.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to go and get my computer then?
Yeah. I'm going to have a break. Not that I've been doing much, but it means Rob can catch up with people.
Go on.
No, I'm just seeing Odie, anyone from France. I'm not sure if we've got anyone else, but Odie, we have people from all over tune in. We've had South Africa,
Could
France,
you go and get the computer
Germany.
so I can sort out Stanover as a mod, please?
Okay. I just didn't know if you'd see that comment.
Oh, David, please, don't support her. Don't support her in that. Really crying down like baby talk down a live stream. Oh, I hope everybody's keeping well. But yeah, going back to these donations, thank you to the donation and subscriber. It's we've always said it's not what this is about. It originally started purely as us just vlogging our own progress as such, and then it turned into so many people saying, why don't you try to do it this way? We really love that, and we want to keep that going. The support in donations and subscriptions and patrons and everything like that, that's a secondary thing, but it's all getting poured back into the track, and we're going to get some static grass, I think, with the next one. I think Grace has already said. But yeah, going back to timber, we were down in Crewe on Saturday morning for the Rail Riders show down there. My first big one, and I've got to say I really enjoyed it. It was great to meet up with Timber and with Jason, and I got to see the Flying Scotsman. That was awesome. I do wonder who's from outside the UK. Odie, we tend to get We tend to get them sort of off and on each live. They pop in and out. New Zealand, America, what was it, Croatia? I think we had one. Germany, New Zealand. I think it's that's why the it was got Timber, wasn't it? She was gorgeous. I just wish my camera was in blooming proper focus, and the fact that I set it to 720p, not 4K. But yeah, wherever anybody is around the world, they are more than welcome. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Brian, for sharing Stanovers. I shall get Stanover as a moderator now. And the ugly mug that is Grace is back here, so I'm going to shift out of the way. And
it's much cooler in here than it is upstairs, isn't it?
what is it at the moment? 24 degrees.
Yes, I dread to think what upstairs is.
There's just no wind. Right, I'm trying to remember how to do this channel dash.
Anyway, they don't have to see my ugly mug on my lives. That's probably why so many like them.
Yeah, this is
rather than me episodes.
Yeah, permissions. Nope. Community. There we go. What is Stanover's proper?
Actual channel name on here. It is Stanover Model Railway.
4 separate words.
Yes.
There we go.
Sorry, Rob, with you in the thigh.
Right. If Stanover can make a comment so we can check it's working, please.
He's got a spanner.
What? Who's down there?
Yeah. Yeah, Jerry's over in Ireland, but yeah, we love seeing all our international viewers. Some are join us later on. So back when Jason is doing his lives on a Tuesday, I've been filling in for him while he's had a bit of time off. I will be going to later streamings when he finishes, so probably about a 9 o'clock start time. So we tend to get some viewers then.
Hello, Judy.
Because for them they're up in the mornings, and then occasionally we do morning lives. We were doing them every week, but with it now being summer, we're going to try and at least do one a month, so again other people in other countries get to see the morning ones. So we do try and post it on the community page and the Facebook. We are on Facebook as well, but there's not always much notice, especially in evenings because of our work, so just try and keep an eye on those as well. We try and do Tuesdays and Saturdays, but it doesn't always go to plan, does it?
No. Again, we need Stanover to make a comment, please.
David still enjoyed that video.
Oh, David, I was a complete muppet. I don't know what the heck I did.
Hot dog, it only needs one to start. Yeah. So I'm going to get back onto building now while you're doing that anyway.
Did you want the light on?
No, it's not needed at the moment. What do you guys actually think to lighting now? We are getting a little bit, although you're kind of in the way, so it's not been needed. Currently negotiating with Daft Punk to borrow some equipment so I can do lives. To be honest, Timber, I just do mine with my phone. My lives are purely done with my phone, and I do it off of there.
Stanover has a spanel. Spanel?
A spanner?
What's a spanel?
A spanner.
Stanover has a spanner.
It's not Wingardium Leviosa. It's Wingardium
Leviosa.
Leviosa. So it's a spanner. I think we should call it that in future. Oh my, you've been volunteered. Yeah, Jerry, a bit like you did. David, I'm on the south coast. How exotic. Rob, no muppetry at all. So, right, where's it? That's it. Yeah, it was. But then look at me at the track today. That was the most stupid shot of all, wasn't it? That I missed that one.
That would have made a cracking photo.
It would have. Basically, so you guys know, We're working at the circuits where we used to work and where we met.
Two seconds. That one flew straight over Grace's head. I think you've missed it.
What have I missed?
I don't know.
Daft Punk. Do you mean the music? I'm not sure. It has gone over my head. A train stick timber. Yeah, it has gone over my head. I'm sorry. We know I'm not the brightest at times. Aaron, Delph, I agree. I need a passport to get out of Norfolk. Oh dear. So I just need to make sure, guys. Alright, so this first flooring goes underneath the windows. As you can see, you've got a little bit of a platform there. So it goes round and joins on that bottom platform. So I'm going to start building it up. And again, for those, Rob is not having a pee, he's watering the garden. Daft Punk wear robot helmets when they perform. Ah, yeah. This is true. As I said, I'm still lighting, just use Lumos. Yes, Brian! Yes! I agree. So...
What do you agree with?
Because he said for best lighting, just use Lumos. It's a Harry Potter. You're not as big into Harry Potter.
I know what Lumos is.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was like, yes, that's one for the win. I do like my Harry Potter.
Brian's creeping for some reason.
Because he knows he has to be on my side, really. He likes to pretend he's on your side.
It's not my fault Brian's got bad taste.
Oh.
Anyway, somebody has to feel sorry for you.
Yeah. David Hinkt, is it my naff Virgin Internet or has the definition got worse? I don't think on my side. It could be the internet was shed.
It could be the internet.
So if others can let us know too. But if not, check your settings, lovely. YouTube has a very big habit.
Just check what his resolution set
Yeah,
at.
what's your resolution set at? Brian, not Brian, sorry. Yeah, it is Brian Finderson, isn't it? Duh.
Ask everybody else.
No, Brian's Delph. No, it is Brian. Oh, God. I love Harry Potter, yeah. So do I. But I don't have a sock for you. I'm sorry, Brian. Stover ready mix. Dobby a sock. Dobby has clothes. Dobby is free. Sorry, guys, we're a bit sad. That and sci-fi. And we're lost to the world.
We need some feedback off everybody else regarding quality.
Yeah, it's a bit blurry here. Marin, you're not UK either, are you? It could do with the UK ones especially.
That's nothing to do with it, Grace.
Would it not?
No, God, no.
Oh,
Don't forget
okay.
YouTube's an American server.
Slap my head again. Yeah, I'm awful, Gavin. Oh no, not Potter. Harry Potter heads. A free elf. Oh, I haven't given you a sock, Brian. Andy, mine's fine. Timber, YouTube is lowering monetization. Monetization requirements. That's good to know. Oh, you're West. Oh yeah, you're West Wales, aren't you? Done sharing them to Hotline, Aaron. Oh, brilliant, Timber. Only 500 subs and 3,000 hours required.
Good.
That's brilliant.
Bloody ridiculous what the requirements were.
Jerry, YouTube glitch for a while and quality dip, but okay. Oh, it's just our dodgy internet then. Yeah,
do you remember it? They lowered it just before we wanted it.
Yeah, when we first set ours, it was
10.5 million short views.
It was ridiculous because obviously shorts was a very new thing. They decided...
No, 10.5 million short view hours?
Yeah, it was stupid. You had to do 1,000 subscribers, 10.5 million shorts out, views or whatever.
And 4,000 hours
and then 4,000 watch hours. But the problem was, for people like us, people aren't really going to watch for shorts. That's not where you really get the views in model railways, I think. So for us, we're a little bit miffed at, well, how are we even going to possibly achieve that? And then just as we were getting to the requirements, they kind of back changed on it, whether a lot of people had complained, because, you know, it then came and said, well, you can either have the watch hours or the shorts views. Because obviously there are some here that are big on their shorts, some of these influencers and that, so they obviously realise that people like us probably aren't going to get the shorts views that these younger people are. So they soon backtracked on that, but that's great to know monetisation wise is going down as well. So just make sure when you're gluing in, guys, with this first one, well, when you do them all, is that angle at the back. Everything should sit into the two slots here. They actually slot in, so just make sure you get it slot in. And I'm just going to hold it because it's the PVA glue I've used because of the glass windows.
Does Brian have any objections to people promoting their channels on his page?
Oh yeah, Brian, do you mind on your Facebook page if people share their YouTubes on there, lovely? Obviously, we're not going to say that until you say, you know, it's a definite thing.
Because, you know, 6 months ago, we didn't have any viewers.
No.
And someone promoted us.
Yeah, it was Jason that did us. And
so, I spoke to Jason about this at the weekend. And someone did it for him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And that's why he does it. Because I actually spoke to him and I asked him if it would be okay if we did a similar sort of thing.
Yeah. I think it's a brilliant
So
way.
I think what we need to do is do a shout out like Jason does.
Yeah.
And I have said to him, I says, you know, I'm not going to try and copy him, but just pay it forward.
Yeah. So if you're happy for us to do that, Brian, I've seen 100%, but I'm not sure if that is to what we've just said or a previous comment with the way it's obviously delayed from what we say to you. Timber, it took me 5 years to get to monetisation stage. Yeah, if it wasn't for Jason, I dread to think how long it would have taken. He'd done a live and we didn't even hear of him, to be honest. And then you lovely people came on and said you're here from Delph Junction, and well, we did that live with him as well, which we need to return the favour and get him on one of our lives at some point. And, you know, the rest is the history, really. We must be doing something right, though. I'm glad it's starting to look good for everyone as well, so it was probably just a glitch here. What's 10% of... oh, right. Are you going to run steampunk on your lovely layout, Grace? You never know, I might have to get a few. I'd love to play the music, but we'd get a ban, wouldn't we? We'd get told off. Shots are for the heart of thinking. Your maths are impeccable, Andy. Yeah, I agree. Ozra Street, do you think the P's should have been in the Harry Potter franchise? This is from a Rick Mail fan. Yeah, I do agree on that. See, it's what I mean, guys. We go from trains to movie franchises. I do think, but wasn't it, I believe, he couldn't do the first one and then he passed away. Or it was the other way around. When he was due to film, he passed away. And I don't think anyone else could have played it like him. So I definitely think he should have, but I do kind of get why they didn't. It was like when you had the new Aladdin, it was a bit of pressure on Will Smith, wasn't it? He did well, to be fair, but compared to Robin Williams, it was a bit of a hard one, isn't it? When you've got someone set to play that character, it's hard to do a replacement, really. Stanover, I'm on a lowly 334 subs, so still a bit off the YouTube monetisation, but then again, I probably won't monetise my channel anyway. Well, Stanover, hopefully, as we build, we can get you a few more as well. So
Well, that was something that popped up the other day.
Finison said we can. So if anybody wants to post their YouTubes and pages on Finison Central Facebook page, go ahead, guys.
And you get great support there.
Yeah, as I said, the support. 10% of Infinity is a lot.
Something I forgot. You're talking about YouTube growth and all, everything like that.
Yeah.
That was in the studio channel, the channel the other day. We've had over 250,000 watch hours.
No.
Is it watch out? No, sorry. 250,000 views.
Wow. Well, that's down to you guys. I know we had one weird YouTube video that I think at the moment is at 120,000 views. I have no idea, it just climbed. And that video was what really pushed us over the edge for monetization. We do the same as Jason, that the lives, you don't have the adverts in, because obviously that just ruined the whole thing a bit. Yeah, Timber, that was the same as us. Unfortunately, our video that went viral, as I said, I think it's sitting at 120,000 views. I have no idea how or why. But for us, it was kind of, it's what helped us got over that threshold. We probably still get a bit towards it, but it just didn't get us, you know, it was before we'd got there, but that's what got us at that threshold. Can't remember how you found our channel. Peter Delph. Brian, I found Grace on Barnabas, and Rob on OnlyFans. He's popped outside, I'll tell him in a minute. Closet Branch. Are you new to our page? I don't think I've seen you on here before. If you are, very welcome, and if you have returned, I am very sorry. So I stumbled on your channel by accident and I'm still recovering. Yeah, Jerry, I don't blame you. Timber, I've promoted a few channels. They're now mostly bigger than me. That's the thing, isn't it? If people get bigger than us, it's, you know, it's giving back, isn't it, what we got? You can get pills for that, Jerry, yep. Or just watch the videos, the episodes without looking at the screen. You won't have to see this ugly mug. Back to work in the garden night. All happy railway modelling. David, very good evening and good night. Thank you for tuning in. Obviously, I need to get my finger out so far as my channel is concerned. My channel is about a Western Railway steam depot in the 1950s, 60s. Oh, that definitely sounds interesting. Got to drop for a while, keep my seat warm, somebody. No worries, Andy, we'll put a heated seat on for you. Harris Tweed, are you running upper quadrant or lower quadrant signals on your up and coming railway? Oh, who's that for, Harris? Because I wouldn't have a clue.
I've got no idea.
No. Are you alright?
Yeah. Mum's tried calling.
Oh, yeah. It's a bet she says she's won.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
So the next one, guys, goes here underneath the next lot of windows. Now, this is where we're going to be doing the lights. The only thing I've got to think about is for wire. Before I crack on with this, because we've got to attach it at this point. Because we've got this lower floor here, so I've got to do it now.
Where are you putting the light?
The light's got to go underneath this platform.
Right.
This one's got one here. The problem is, if I do it smack bang in the middle, unless I do it along here or something.
Do it on the corners, you won't see it.
That's what I mean. So I'm going to have to conceal it in a way so it avoids the windows.
You've used all the thin wired ones, obviously.
I don't know, but I could do with a thin white one. But I think I've got one more. I hope I've got two more, because that would be perfect. Ah, yes, I've got two thin ones.
Yeah, just glue them into the corners.
That's what I'm going to have to do.
And you're not doing that piece of advice that guy told you about the glue, are you?
The glue.
Upside down, toilet paper. Wet toilet paper.
No, I said to him I hadn't prepared it, so
Oh, right.
that was the issue. Closet Branch, I'm new here and I don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry, neither do
Join the
I.
club.
Neither do I. If it wasn't for the likes of Jerry,
All of them.
Yeah, and others, my kits wouldn't be where they are. So honestly, don't worry. But thank you so, so much for tuning in and very welcome to our channel. It's lovely to have new people tonight. We've had quite a few tuning in. I think we've got more views than we have done. So it's lovely as we keep climbing. It just makes it a bit harder for me to concentrate on the comments. So I might need Rob to sit down there with me in future. Stand over Captain Static. I came across you guys on Jason's live. See, another one from Jason. Gavin subscribed to Osdustry. So there we go, guys. We're all kind of helping each other. Pete Delph said, just go with a flow. The closest branch. Closet. Yeah, closet branch. Go with a flow. Yeah, I have another Pico Western cassette coming in. Oh, nice. Circle of Doom, Jerry. Oh, has anybody else had that? I've not noticed it here. None of us do, exactly. So you're definitely in the right place, because none of us have a clue. We just wing it. Not good. How you think you are, you are always learning. Yep, exactly. Learn something new every day. I tend to sometimes overpay on model railway supplies if it's been on out of production and I really want it. Yeah, I get that. Rob and Grace, will you be having a turntable on your layout? Oh, Brian, I don't know in terms of that room, unfortunately. Like, I'm really not sure. Now, I've got a 2 and a 3. So, I don't know about you guys. Maybe because you've already chosen the clock, maybe you can guys help me with this one. So we've got the ladies' room and we've got the waiting room. I'm thinking maybe put 3 lights on the waiting room. And then the ladies' room only putting the 2. What do you guys think? So let's have your input again. Oh, I'm a low battery, so I need to put it on charge. But let's have your input, guys. What do you think? Do you think the 3 for the waiting room and the 2 for the ladies? Or which do you think I should go with, guys? Because for what I need to do, I am best using the thinner wire. What we have? Just bear with me while I attach my power lead, guys. Otherwise, I will cut you off midstream. There we go. So, sorry for the shakiness there as well. I love a turntable. It would be brilliant, wouldn't it? I'm back. Might be the thunderstorms messing with YouTube. Yeah, it could be. We've not got any here. Yeah, Jerry, that's a problem, isn't it? The cheap are really nasty and the good are way too dear. There's not an in-between, is there? 2 for waiting because of a pipe and cigar smoke. Dirty lights. 3 in the ladies because ladies always need more light to put on their makeup and leggings. It depends how bright you want them, Grace. Thank you, guys. Need to add more videos currently being simplified. Hopefully we'll be operational again with walkabout controllers. Oh, what was this street? When you are streaming again, definitely let us all know, lovely. And I'm sure everybody will head over there as well. So I need to work out now which way I'm going to put my lights. I still fit in. Another subscription for Oswald Street. Brilliant. Oh, I just noticed a look on mine, so maybe here. did they have to make this difficult with another set of lights, eh?
Did I hear that Harris is watching?
Yeah.
Or did you tell him that the police have arrived?
Oh, yes, Harris. I forgot again because you say about not giving away things.
No, just say the police have arrived.
Yes, Harris, just remember the police have arrived. Keep that in mind for future episodes. And hopefully when that part comes out, you will realise what we mean. Because it's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, don't do that again, please. Yeah, please don't do that again.
Right, what are you thinking here? I have asked others as well.
What?
I've got a 3 and a 2 because
and a
it's a
2.
thin wire. It needs to be.
Yeah.
Waiting room, ladies' room.
3 in the waiting room.
Yeah.
But you need your yellows. You need to yellow them.
Yeah. Oh, I've got 2 here. Sometimes I find 3 lights too bright, Grace. Yeah, Delph, we've realised with the church these need to go yellow.
Or snap it off. Snip it down to a 2.
Oh, I can, can't I? Duh.
Because that'll leave me a 1. I can play with a 1.
That's true.
That sounded really bad.
Snip it off as well. Ow!
Yeah. That's going back to the snap-on. Snap-on? Strap-on.
The strap. Yeah.
It's already got a strap on. And if others are confused by that comment, feel free to watch back to an episode where Grace got her compression. Not compressor, compression.
Yeah, you say compression as well, and probably mine's like what? I promise you guys, we don't have an OnlyFans page. I promise you.
Brian does. Me and Brian do.
Oh, you have one together, don't you?
Yes, we've got a joint on.
So we're now down to 2. Why I didn't even think about that. This is why I have Rob. Oh, police station. Not quite, Paul, but
What's that?
it's just a little thing for Harris. Just something that as soon as he sees it, he'll know exactly what I mean. And hopefully as we go on, there's something for Delph as well. So sometimes you guys might comment something, and you never know. If you get it close to an episode, we might tell you to remember it. So just keep an eye.
Harris will know what we're talking about, won't he?
Yeah. But Delph will probably know as well what we said earlier when it comes out.
Finneton, I paint my lights with opaque orange paint.
Easy with scissors to cut. Yeah, I don't know where scissors are, Pete, so I could be looking for ages. Which paint did you use, seeing as I didn't do this bit? Do you want to get the paint that you used, dearest? Do you want to do this bit, seeing as I haven't done it? So maybe you could do it and...
Brush.
Please.
Now.
Please.
No.
So guys, this is actually going to turn into Rob doing it. Seeing as he did this one away, he can do this bit.
She's taking the mickle.
Oh, you made me a cup of tea, didn't you?
I made you a cup of tea. Yeah, so... Orange sticky tape while dims the light along. I've used it heavily before. Hi Arthur, you're welcome to the channel, mate.
Oh, Arthur's been on before.
Oh, I do apologise. Oh, sugar.
You've just put way too much paint out, haven't you?
Yeah, do you want to get some tissue? We need some tissue to wipe up. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Will
so
you behave?
Grace's church, I wired it up to the buck converters, or whatever they're called. And yeah, come on, Rob. Pete, whose side you on, dude? You wait till I meet you.
Please resist, Captain.
Yeah, so I found that the lights were too harsh, much too white, while Grace was away. What now?
Mark Stanover must resist the urge to type a dirty comment. And this is why we do them for you.
You must resist. Yeah, the problem is, Stanover, now you're a moderator, you really can't do it. Lead by example. This is me talking, the amount of times I've sworn. So yeah, all I did was literally put a dab of yellow on top of the LEDs.
It's quite thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't have done that. This is why you needed to do it. Ah, Jason! Welcome, Lovey. And look, it's Rob's hands, not mine.
Yo, Jace.
How long does that take to dry?
A little while. Right.
Okay, we might be skipping forward again, guys. Oswald Street, night everyone, some watering to do. Thank you to new subscribers. Oswald Street, take care, lovely. You have a good evening. That's why I have Rob to do the watering. Just had another resistor to dim them, Rob.
Oh my God, WTF. What? What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong now, Jace? Answer very carefully.
Simply water down yellow red paint and paint them. I opened up my model. Oh my God. He's probably thinking because you're actually doing something on the live.
Yeah.
This is like...
Well, I'm not going to say anything because I'd only have to edit the comments out tomorrow morning.
Yeah. It's only you that does it. Not me.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, mate. It was more the white colour. It was too white. Yeah, all right, Jace. Thanks very much, mate.
Is he taking the mickey?
Yeah, he is taking the mickey.
Yeah, Rob's doing something on my live. I know, it's amazing. It gives me a break.
Especially for the church, and with it being set in the 80s, the lights were more yellow in the 80s. Correct me if I'm wrong. Rather than go into technical details about colour levels and everything like that. Only get warm white LEDs.
Well, you've got...
Yeah, well, that's what I ordered, Jerry. That's not what I get. Yeah.
I thought you ordered one that were bright white and one...
No. They were all supposed to be warm.
Oh, yes.
But that's the wonders of eBay.
So is everybody amazed?
Well, my hands are about as close as you can get. I'll go as far as there. That's it. These hands, that's all you're seeing.
At the camera without him realising.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. Rob walking around in a pair of shorts. And that's it.
Yeah, but with men you can do that. Us women have to suffer.
Yeah, but I've got moobs.
Like Jabba.
I've got moobs like Jabba. I've got moobs that Jabba would bloody...
We're rooting. Oh, look at me. We're rooting for you, Rob.
Yeah, Jerry, I will be using some, I think.
Jason.
It's gone blurry again.
Yeah, it's...
Someone was a bit of a wally quite a while back and bought me that.
This is when we had money.
Yeah, this is when we were earning. The other one's a Yes Zulu. This one's a limited edition Breitling Red Arrows one that Grace got me with being X-Forces XREF. It's a cracking watch. I do like my watches.
Yeah, I was mad, but when you're working like 47 days in a row and getting, what, a couple of days off a month?
Yeah, Timber's gone.
Did you not see Jason? Rob told me he doesn't do live streams.
Yeah. Fluorescent lights, tungsten lights, sodium. Sodium is the old, the yellow lighting.
Yeah.
Not like white LEDs where you're driving down the road and you've got someone with LED lights coming towards you and they give you sunburn.
So Marin, it's gone blurry again. Yeah, lovely. I don't know if it is, like you said, the atmosphere or just the shed. It could be a combination of both. Aaron, yeah, you got moves like Jabba. He's putting himself down, but... Oh yeah, Quality Street wrappers make great light filters.
That's not a bad idea.
Timber, does that mean next time we see you, you're going to bring some Quality Streets? Oh, Jason, is yours changing while you're on the street? It could be what mine's doing as well. I noticed YouTube earlier was mucking around when we tried to do, what was it? We were trying to do the comments on the community page. So maybe there is. And Colin, our donator tonight, what did you do in the RAF?
Oh, air mechanic for airframes.
Oh, Jerry as well. Jerry, you take care, lovely. Night, lovely. Lenses are expensive, but the sweets are free.
That's a shame, isn't it, that it's breaking up.
I know. But yet, Jason's got it, and it's a bit strange. Blurry on the telly and clear on the phone. I don't know, guys, if YouTube's playing up. As I said, we had issues earlier with the communities page. So I'm not sure if there's an issue with YouTube, if it's, you know, us, if it's the atmospherics. You know, if we find out it's a constant thing, then we will have to look at going back indoors. I'm going to see with these.
360p.
Huh?
It's down to 3.
Weird. Jason said he had to manually change it as he
It won't
was
let me.
in 720 now. Tape is only 370. We could try that, Rob. We'll look into it.
Tape for what now?
For the light. Would mean you wouldn't have to wait for it to dry. Aaron, good idea on the quality street wrappers. Thanks. Bonus, eat chocolates. Yeah, Tim, might be YouTube, but we really don't know. We're keeping an eye on it. Mark, I've got dad dance moves and moves like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I've got a dad bod.
Aaron, okay on iPad. You're putting yourself down. Not you, Aaron. Rob. Think you have storms your way, Pete. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm just checking now.
That's what he's looking at. Colin was in the RAF as well.
Oh, yes,
Trade Group 8 Fire.
Fire service.
When did you serve? Because that's what Rob's dad was with, a fire service. YouTube changes it for viewer is streaming strength drops. Did Rob see the link I posted, Grace? Tim? I'm not sure because he's trying to read the comments like me, so he might not have yet. Aaron, in the corner of your YouTube, there should be a
gear wheel.
Yeah, a gear wheel. If you look on there, it says that my mum and dad, Trudy, says hello. Hi, Trudy, lovely.
Trudy.
Hope the kids are okay now. Trudy, mum and dad's.
Oh, right, okay. I can't run a speed test because that would rocket you.
Yeah. So, yeah, as I said, because of these now drying, you know what I'm like with my planning, guys.
Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to run a speed test in here, so that may well drop the quality just for 30 seconds or so.
Lucozade bottles used to have a thin orange transparent wrapper. If they still have. Yep, that's another cracking one. Pete, it's Rob doing his rain dance causing atmospheric problems. What's the speed?
It's not even connecting.
It's not even connecting, guys, so
I'll go and check it in the end.
if it's stopping, yeah, it's actually stopped on mine, I believe. I don't know if this is coming through for you at the moment, guys. It's weird. On my phone, it's showing absolutely fine that I'm streaming from. But on the iPad, it is now blurred. Yeah, I've gone down to quality of 144. Higher quality. And that's going to affect the data for you guys. Thunderstorms will cause loss of the internet. Just got to go shop for smokes. Jason, not a problem, lovely. Still going here, Grace. Good. Picture fine now. I won't allow it to spoil it for me. Let's reboot your router. Paul, it's because it's a plug out in the sheds. It's usually...
It's network over electric. We've got the router in the house. And one of those sockets you plug into it. And then the socket you plug into the shed and take the internet off that.
So it's going through a lot. I've got the song Moves Like Jagger in my head now. I hope you've changed it to Moves Like Jabber, though, Brian. Try a small piece of caked and tape on the LEDs for 80s yellow.
Yeah, Paul's suggesting reboot the router, but that's going to kill your stream for about 60 seconds, isn't it?
And then I'd have to put it on again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it... So, Jason is coming back, I think, Brian. He's just popping to a shop for smokes.
And Bailey's, probably.
Yeah.
I don't need to pop to the shop.
Oh. Good thing, guys. So I'm kind of reading ahead because obviously, again, this point is waiting. It's not taking too long to dry, granted, because of the heat, but I'm not going to risk it.
I'll go and wave them around outside.
Nah, I think it's... I've got other bits to do, so I think this has been my most kind of back and forth one that I've ever done.
Do that.
I so want to turn the camera to everyone seeing you working so hard.
No. I don't want my dad bod
Shock horror, they'd see me in a dress.
appearing on a live stream. Yeah, that's the point, guys. Grace has a dress on. She has legs.
Oh, wait, what are people going to think when one of our episodes come out? She's wearing a dress!
Yeah.
She has legs!
The woman that's constantly in jeans.
It is warmer now, so... Well, it's really warmer now.
What are you talking about? That's dry.
Yeah, Andy as well. I've got Freddie Starr doing Mick Jagger in my head now. Hilarious. Yeah, well, we've got everyone this tonight. Brian, Jason, give it up. Oh, dear. Aaron, keep going. My screen okay. I can hear you both okay. Raymond, nicotine lighter.
Calls for a ZZ Top song. Now there's a man with class.
So you said these are dry, so I've just put everything away to do the next bit. It's a bit tacky with me pressing on it. I might skip forward again and then go back just so I don't, because it's a lot of fiddly bits as on that bit.
No, okay. Sorry.
No, I think I just don't want to ruin it. Plus the flies no longer circle around LED bulbs. Meatloaf all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Meatloaf too.
I love how these conversations go from trains to Harry Potter. We've had Harry Potter a few times now. Meatloaf songs and Star Wars, I suppose, with Jabba.
Yeah.
We've had Doctor Who as well.
I do, but I've got bad memories for the one I Would Do Anything for Love, because that was my wedding dance for my first marriage. And that wasn't good.
Sydney, very good evening, lovely. Another one of our patrons has entered the chat.
Hello, Sydney.
I know for Sydney, he's another one not in the UK. So I've just got to go back on your
Remind
name.
us all where you're from, Sydney. He's America, isn't he?
Yeah, so Odie, here's another one from abroad. You're not the only one. Odie's from France. He's new tonight.
Odie.
Welcome to the Jungle, Guns and Roses. Yep.
Yes, I like that one.
Yeah, that is a cracking song.
Odie.
Odie, I know, I did think of that.
Garfield?
I did think of Garfield, to be honest. But not everyone would get that, so...
So is that the front of the building? There's going to be steps on that, isn't there, or something?
Yes. And the other two go to that, and then...
Yeah, it's not that, it's the width I want to have a look at.
And the width, you've still got the buildings either side. So bear with, guys, I'm just giving
That's
Rob
right.
a...
I just want to check how far it's coming now.
Lasagna. Yeah, there we go. We're talking about Garfield now. That is Rob's nickname.
Yeah.
And also, think Garfield when you next see him again episode. See, we're doing this a lot for people tonight. Little hints, aren't we?
Garfield next episode?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Won't be eating lasagna, though, because...
Yes, but he won't be appearing on the channel either, will he? Because the camera's in front of him.
No, I'll make sure.
No.
I'll make sure. Are you for Donald, Sydney? Oh, dear. Oh, I'm not sure politics is going to go on well here, Pete.
Yeah, let's keep the politics
I
out
think
of
that
it.
might be... Let's not really talk politics.
Moderators. I know, it's the moderators
It's the
talking about...
moderators that started it. You've got Delph that said it was a moderator, then you've got Timber who said no politics. Sorry, Delph, I don't do politics. Sydney, yeah, I think we discuss a lot on here, but yeah, I agree, Brian, politics are banned. That is...
totally. Yeah, Sydney, remind us where you're from again, my friend.
He's already done.
Has he?
Yeah, you're not Southern California.
Ah, SoCal.
So, again, people like Sydney benefit from the later ones. Obviously, being in France, you're only an hour ahead. Religion band, yeah, I think that's another one. Just being told off by Timber Pete. Yeah, well, so you should. No politics and football, Brian. Timber slagging each other off is fine.
No, hold a second. Slagging each other off is mandatory.
But I love how this is all like admins that are commenting all this. You just see the spanners and all their comments.
You see are you calling our moderators spanners now?
They've got spanners.
They've got, but you
Anyway,
just call
more
them spanners.
importantly, Closet Branch, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. I hope you've enjoyed tonight. I appreciate there's not always as much being built, but it is a lovely community in here. So thank you for tuning in. Have a lovely night. So yeah, I'm just being cautious.
But getting back onto the subject, slagging each other off is mandatory. It has to happen.
Yeah, this is true. It's actually dried pretty quick, but then it is warm in here.
Yes. Have you got your pencil sharpener? Yes, you have.
Yes. Harris Trade. Good night, lovely. Just remember the police have arrived.
Cheers, Harris. Take care, buddy.
Timber, keep talking about me. Is that not banned? I don't know. It depends what mood I'm on. What mood I'm in if I allow that one, you know.
No, that is banned. I'm banning it, Pete, so don't worry.
Sydney, so Grace, is this a building stream tonight? Well, it kind of was until my not being preparedness. I'd gone back a step for the buildings. Rob had to build the lights. So we weren't quite there yet. Did you take my other building?
I may well have done.
You took the one that I need.
The one that's I left over here, you mean?
Yes, the one that I actually need. So, where's my bottom now? Oh, I put them in there, haven't I?
Where's your bottom gone?
Yeah.
The same place it's been for the last 29 years, on your back end.
Fat bottom girl, fat bottom girl. Dance music is allowed. Yeah, we'd have Jason's on a Thursday on if it wouldn't come up with a warning.
Yeah, that's the point. You guys, anyone who don't know about it, they really, really want to tune into Jason's music stream. Oh my God, it's awesome. And if Jason is around, put a link up to it.
He's gone to the shop, hasn't he?
Gone
So
to
when he comes in, I'll let him know.
Or if any of our mods know Jason's music stream, could they please link to it?
Like being in a social club with model train talk. Yeah, but it isn't always model train talk. It's brilliant.
Music make the world go round.
Timber, if it's banned, I can't talk about it. Oh, nice answer there. Marin can't beat a bit of tongue-in-cheek slagging. Nah, there's nothing wrong with that.
You know what they say? The first rule about RGJ trains is you can't talk about RGJ trains.
So, what I'm going to do...
That made no sense whatsoever, did it? What I just said.
So,
Fight Club.
yeah.
The first thing about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
So, for this next bit, this is building the support of the buildings. However, unfortunately, with this one, because you have a bottom support, I've got to put the lighting in now.
What about your bottom
Which
again?
Sydney, yeah, I'm talking about my bottom again. Which Sydney is
Huge.
part of the reason for the delay.
It's huge.
Is
Massive.
because Rob had found with these were bright right. No night, Trudy, lovely. And because of they were bright right, he'd ordered
Bright
there.
What's a bright
Bright light. Bright light. But because of that, Rob actually got my tutorial tonight. So first, Rob actually was doing a bit on here, his hand, and he was painting. He's painted these up. We were waiting them to dry. You never know.
First and last.
So because of the windows, I am going to make sure that my lights for this go down the end. That's why.
Not down the bottom.
Yeah.
Since you're on about your bottom.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to know about your bottom.
That way it's not going to be seen, but I am going to stick it so at least it goes through there. However, the issue and the interesting bit is going to be through that section there because it's now built together. So on the next one, I will already kind of slit it through.
Slit it through? Slot it through.
Slot it through. Will you shush?
Your Gracie's is top one tonight, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
What are you doing?
I'm getting the screw thing because it's
Not
free until I was like, which do we use on which? And then Rob very much said, well, just cut one off. So this is a tool I actually got very early on. The manual screwdriver.
Pardon?
Manual screwdriver.
Manual what?
It's a manual screwdriver, isn't it?
What is that?
Not a screwdriver.
What is it?
I can't think of a word without it sounding rude.
It's a drill.
A drill. I was going to go.
So what is it? Was it that it's a manual
drill?
Well done. Like you and your blooming natural tunnels.
I'm still tired.
Natural bloody tunnels. As opposed to man-made.
You were born in Warrington. No way. How'd you end up over there? Pin vice drill, Gavin. Thank you. Let's face it, we could be hit by a bus tomorrow.
Yes,
go on, have a fun.
Gavin, don't go on Grace's side. It's still a drill, isn't it? It's not a screwdriver. He
knows. He must be married or something. Or have a missus. This is why he's on my side. This is why most men are on my side.
That's a very sexist remark, you know.
But no, because they know they're women of like... How many of them commented they're doing it for their missus? Already tonight we had one. His missus didn't want an Alexa. So they don't have an Alexa.
But why does a bloke have to be married to a woman?
Oh, that's true. So yes, in this day and age, yes, if you're married to a husband or someone that doesn't identify as anyone.
A toaster.
Yeah. So anyway, for that, you guys know what I meant.
It's like that song, isn't it?
I'm going to... Which?
This is another song. You get it on TikTok or... He was a boy, she was a girl. Need I say any more?
No, it's Can I Make It Any More Obvious. Don't even question Avril Lavigne with me. I grew up with her. So I have actually used this on my farm when I initially built it.
I used it on the farm too.
Yes, you did on my farm.
I was drilling for oil. Yes,
you were drilling and then I looked up at you and went, what are you doing? So...
Where's your card, by the way?
My card? My card?
Yes.
What card?
Fine.
Huh? Oh! Got another pack.
Where?
Upstairs in carrier bag.
Okay. I didn't just fart live on stream.
That was your trousers.
Yeah.
Old Burtonwood Air Base, Sydney. Wow, your dad was in the military. It's funny, isn't it, guys?
See, Brian
Please
says
don't say...
it drills, not screws.
Sydney, please don't say computer, because I might set others off saying that. Or Ziggy. I'd laugh if mum and dad's go off.
Ziggy!
Guys, my mum and dad have it as Ziggy, so if I set it off, I'll laugh. But I'm no, just shut up when you say her name. But 10-pin league bowling tomorrow, my second hobby. I used to play many years ago. That's for your ballasting, which you never used.
No, because you hid it.
I didn't hide it. I actually gave it to you before.
It might actually work better now. I should do some painting, shouldn't I?
So this might go out of focus for a minute. I'm just going to get this drilled. So I might do this off the screen for a second. It's probably a bit easier. My mum or dad said thanks. So I'm guessing it works. Ziggy is a computer. Yes, Brian, but it's also a name you can set the device we've all been talking about tonight. Alexa computer or Ziggy.
Ziggy's was a live music venue and bar in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Okay, there's another...
Betty Street closed after Thanksgiving.
Alexa, shut up.
That's also what Ziggy was. Grace, use a cordless power drill. It's much faster. Yeah, I know. I just...
Now that's funny. Grace using power drills.
You sleep with your eyes open. So I'm gonna try and get this. Like, this is gonna be the more difficult one.
Look what happened when I got you to use the blooming
I don't like
as
jigsaw.
Jeremy Clarkson said, a little bit of poo came out.
That's your own fault.
You are crapping yourself.
I don't like it. It's the vibration in it. Can you stop twisting things?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you can't. You gotta say something at least. We can give you guys a.
Or twist it over to Beach Boys. Good vibration.
Yeah, that's probably the better one.
I thought girls like vibrations. I didn't say the other word. I didn't say the other word.
Oh, don't, because that's just made me think of Guardian Leviosa. Vibrate.
Yeah, don't.
Oh,
This is
God.
one of these streams that's gone south.
It is. I bet you guys are glad. It's only every now and then you have to cope with what we're like with each other.
I blame Pete. I was a good boy till I met Pete.
Oh, yeah, Dad. I have ancestors from Warrington, actually. My dad's very much into the genealogy. And I'm guessing it's my mum, actually, that's commented this. She said, Robert behaved, so you're going to ignore her now.
Maria, off. You know the rest of it.
Even the dog's saying it, so... Batteries not included. Now, that was a good film. Years
Batteries
ago.
not included, they'd moan even more.
Why are you twisting things tonight? See,
That's what he meant.
this is taking a while, guys, but I'm just being so
Oh my
careful.
God. Come here.
No, I'm being careful because of where it is and because of where I'm getting. I'm almost there.
Jesus, woman.
Because of where the line is, I'm having to be careful. But I'm trying to get it lined up so I'm not wasting... Ah, there we go. Poke myself in the finger. Right, there we go. We are through.
Not wrong with a good poking.
Will you stop it?
No!
Batteries included every now and again. What we're talking about.
Yeah, rechargeable ones.
I should make a vid bit about them. About who? Us?
Oh, we're gonna do
Have
this.
you led you into bad ways, Rob?
Bring it on, dude.
Grass will sort you out. Do you mean grace or grass?
Grass.
Yes, it's grass, not grass.
Where's
Bath
my-
and
where's my brushes?
bath. Where's your
Paintbrushes.
paintbrushes? I don't know. One of them's here. I've not tidied up yet, have I? Really?
I'm painting some in the rails.
Well, I tell you what. While I'm doing this, what are you doing?
I'm painting rails.
Do you not actually want to do something useful here?
Nope.
Seeing as that, see, guys. So after all that it said about the painting being my job,
I'm painting rails.
he's painting rails.
Yeah. I'm painting rails.
And I've still not had a chance to yet. So what I'm going to do here is get this threaded through, I think, before I try and attach any of these.
Do you know what would help here?
What?
My glasses weren't so dirty.
Well, you should clean them then.
Yes, but my glasses are like my mind.
Mark Captain Static is just sipping his mouth. Probably wise what he's coming out with today. I use them on misfired rockets to bore out the core. Stanley screwdrivers for beginners, LOL. God, you trust me with a blade?
Nope. I wouldn't trust you with a pencil sharpener.
Yeah, I'm definitely... I think, guys, for the next bit, I will obviously do it as off the live again, because it is a repeat step. Because once I've built these, you literally got to weigh them together to get them, the whole building stuck together.
Why have you got to weigh them?
You've got to put like the weight on it. There's a solder here with a ball on it.
I think Mommy's back.
Ah, so do I. Can't get it through. I can't get it in the hole.
Hello, Mommy.
I just said, can you lift it? But he just unweaved.
No, don't worry. And
Half time. She's playing bingo, not football, guys. Right, so we've got these through the hole now. So at least that is sorted. But yeah, I do recommend anybody that get... I don't know what it is now. I had to turn it off.
Yes, she didn't win anything.
Oh.
I think we should go and beat up the bingo caller.
Yeah, I do. Anybody want to come beat up the bingo caller, guys? Mum didn't win.
Again. Fix.
Yeah, again. I used to say grasses. And I moved to Telford. Aaron, I've got a cup of tea here, lovely. Rob actually made one.
That's alright, it's alright. We're okay. Is that rag all sticky?
Because that's what's had the glue on it. God. House. See, Andy, maybe you should come and play bingo with Mum.
I literally can't see the paint. My glasses are that dirty.
Well, that's your own fault, isn't it? So this is where it gets interesting because I've got to glue it in. But where it is PVA, I will have a bit more manoeuvrability. It's a big word for me.
I'll try spelling it.
Shut up. So, right, I've got the lights in. Obviously, the next time I will do this,
I can see.
I will have already drilled through.
I can see what I'm doing.
But I think for anybody doing this, it still will be a bit tricky. Rob can finally see again. This is where he turns around and says that we're over, because he realises my face.
No problem, buddy. That's fine. I won't look.
No, don't look at my
I
face.
don't want to be disappointed.
I'll crack a lens.
Crack a lacking.
No, that's just my back every day.
No, what film's that?
I can't think.
Madagascar.
Oh, it is.
Crack a lacking.
I like to move it, move it. That's weak as a fortnight. Can I have some tea with my hot milk? I'll put the order in, see if Rob actually does it.
Who said that?
Brian.
Tea with its hot milk. Did you want some Ovaltine in his slippers too?
So, you know, when you've...
On the bloody fence, indeed.
What have you done here with a sticky thing?
Pardon?
Yeah, little sticky tab.
My little sticky tab.
Yeah, on the
I've done.
light. Yeah, because where you've cut it and that, I had it before. Oh, can't think of a word of what it's done at the top. If anybody reviewers can.
I've got a load of paintbrushes on it for some reason.
Well, you were just looking for them a minute ago.
I know. I can't work out why. This is another bloody paintbrush.
Mum, no. My mum's going.
I'm surprised that this was yours.
I know. She's had to put up with it for days.
You gotta put up with 29 years.
Well, that's true. So I'm gonna try and stick this
I won't have to.
in the middle. Roughly in the middle. I can't say that's gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna get that stuck, and because it's for PVA and not rocket glue, you do have that extra bit of manoeuvrability. So this one goes up against the
Now you're just cheating in the same way.
window. Just for a minute, I'm concentrating.